yin and yang. When studying Chinese medicine, one of the first concepts introduced is yin-yang. This concept can feel mysterious and difficult to grasp at first. Yin-yang serves as the foundation of the 5 elements, the theory of Zhangfu organs, and the meridian system. However, when the concept of yin-yang is learned purely as knowledge, it often feels disconnected from practical application and seems irrelevant to patient care. Yet yin-yang is profoundly practical and forms the basis of all treatments in Chinese medicine, whether through acupuncture or herbal medicine. Shall we take a closer look at the concept of yin-yang? When you're tired or sleepy, you naturally yawn. Why does this happen? From the perspective of yin-yang balance, being tired and sleepy is considered a yin-dominant state. Among the activities of inhalation and exhalation, which is yin and which is yang, similarly, between eating and defecating, which is yin and which is yang, in this case, yawning is an action to counterbalance the body's shift toward yin by increasing the yang activity of inhalation, restoring the equilibrium of yin and yang. On the other hand, when you're tense, your heart rate increases, and you feel restless, you tend to sigh deeply. Sighing involves a prolonged exhalation, which is a yin activity. This helps balance out the excess yang energy, such as increased heart rate and tension, by promoting relaxation. In cases of panic attacks where people hyperventilate and feel as though they can't breathe, why do we give them a paper bag to breathe into? It seems counterintuitive since they feel like they're suffocating, but this method reduces excessive inhalation, which is an overactivation of yang energy, and helps to balance the body by lowering the excessive intake of oxygen. Modern individuals are often in a state of heightened tension and overactivity, constantly fighting, working, and living in a state of yang excess. This is why practices like prolonged exhalation during meditation or Zen practices help calm both the body and mind. Scientifically, tension corresponds to the activation of the sympathetic nervous system, while prolonged exhalation stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation. In this way, the cycles of inhalation and exhalation, tension and relaxation, and the interplay between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems can all be seen as manifestations of yin and yang. A common saying in traditional medicine is, keep the head cool and the feet warm. Why is it important to keep the head cool and the feet warm? The head is considered yang while the feet are yin. Cooling the head with yin energy and warming the feet with yang energy helps to maintain balance between the two. Popular practices like foot hot baths or half-body hot baths serve the same purpose, particularly for individuals whose yang energy is concentrated in the upper body, causing restlessness or instability. When people have difficulty sleeping, they are often advised to move their toes or perform ankle exercises. This encourages circulation, directs blood flow to the feet, and warms the lower body, promoting balance by calming the yang-dominant upper body. A woman who often felt cold and experienced swelling moved to a seaside home after retirement. Her new home had a window overlooking the ocean's sunset, surrounded by beautiful forests. However, after the move, she began experiencing joint pain and a feeling of heaviness in her body. Medical examinations attributed this to age-related arthritis, others suggested supernatural causes, and some even blamed geomantic factors. In reality, this was simply an imbalance of yin and yang. This woman had a constitution prone to coldness and swelling. Coldness is yin compared to heat, and swelling dampness is yin compared to dryness. Living near the ocean increased the environmental dampness, while her west-facing home received less sunlight, further exacerbating the yin dominance in her body. While remedies such as cinnamon or astragalus can help strengthen yang and dispel dampness, lifestyle adjustments are far more crucial. Simply taking herbal medicine or receiving acupuncture cannot fully resolve issues caused by improper living conditions, and habits aligning daily life with the principles of yin and yang balance is essential for a fundamental treatment. Our body continuously strives to balance yin and yang. When this equilibrium is disrupted, illness inevitably follows. Yet modern lifestyles often disregard these fundamental principles. For example, Some people focus solely on upper body workouts, resulting in disproportionately thin legs and overly developed torsos. This disrupts the balance of yin and yang, as well as the circulation of qi and blood, leading to irritability, headaches, and insomnia. Similarly, those who work on computers all day often seek relaxation by playing games afterward. However, gaming is another yang activity, involving intense focus and stimulating the mind. This further tilts the yin-yang seesaw toward yang. Instead, individuals who work on computers should engage in activities like walking or lower body exercises to counteract the yang-heavy upper body focus. Stretching the upper and strengthening the lower body can help restore balance. This principle is something your body already knows intuitively. Our own desires and distractions may blind us to these needs, but by paying close attention to our bodies and setting aside unnecessary greed, we can discern what is truly required for balance, even without formal knowledge of traditional medicine. Anapanasati is a famous form of Buddhist meditation, originating from the Pali language where ana signifies inhalation, apana denotes exhalation, and sati translates to awareness. It means simply observing in and out of breathing, the yin and yang of living. Key discussion points. Why do we yawn when we're tired or sleepy? Yawning is a natural mechanism for balancing yin and yang. Sleepiness represents a yin-dominant state, and yawning compensates by engaging the yang activity of deep inhalation, helping to restore balance. Why does a person who is prone to cold and swelling experience worsened health after moving to Seattle? Where should they relocate? The damp and cool climate of Seattle increases yin energy in the environment, which exacerbates the individual's existing yin-dominant constitution. They should consider relocating to a sunnier, drier climate that promotes yang energy, helping to warm the body and reduce dampness. By exploring the principles of yin and yang through the lens of Chinese medicine, we can better understand how to achieve harmony in our bodies and environments.